Hello everybody, this is Gruesome Fox coming at you with a quick match here in the Geara Zulu Angelo. We're going to be on City Ruins for this round here, and this match is going to come from the recently held situation battle Retribution. This round here is going to be the first and only round that I ever got in this situation battle. During the first week I did not play it past this round here, and for the second week I have not been able to play it at all because I do have a level 2 penalty currently in GBO2, so level 2 penalty, just unfortunately not able to play anything outside of custom matches. So I thought for today's video it would be, a good time to use this clip here, kind of briefly talk about the situation battle. I really don't have a lot to say about the situation battle itself here, but I thought this would also be a good break from all of the adjustment videos I've been doing. I know for both last month and this month I've been focusing really heavily on a lot of the adjustments we've been getting, a lot of the unit buffs, and that's mainly because a lot of them have just been a lot of fun. I've been trying out a lot of these suits that I really haven't used in quite a while, and really looking at what I have saved for future videos. Mostly everything I have is adjustment based, so yeah, it's going to be a lot more of that to come in the future here. I do have some normal clips that I want to use in between that to really break things up. It's just, again, being under a penalty level 2 really makes you short on matches, and do have to make sure I save everything I do have in case something happens, so I'm really hoping that this won't be a drawn-out penalty. I'm hoping that when the play ban lifts, I'll be able to get into some rated matches and get my penalty down relatively quickly. With GBO2, you really never know. It kind of takes me back to the Halloween event with the Zeta Gundam Zaku head, where I believe I was stuck in penalty for a while, and that's when I made my whole rant video on the penalty system of GBO2. So, really hoping that we don't see a repeat of that, especially being so close to anniversary. But again, GBO2 is very unpredictable sometimes, but yeah, I won't rant about that with the connection issues here. I'll get into the situation battle and just a few other things that I really want to talk about in this video here. And as I mentioned, this is the only round I've ever gotten in the Retribution situation battle. Was really glad I got it in the Geara Zulu Angelo. This is a suit that I really do love, and it is a suit I recently talked about when it got its unit adjustment. And in the situation battle here, yeah, this suit felt really good to use. Before I speak any further on the Geara Zulu Angelo here, I am going to quickly go over both teams for the situation battle. And starting off with Team A, this is going to be a 5v5 situation battle. For Team A, which is the Federation side, we have a 700 cost Unicorn Gundam, we have a 600 cost Rizal, we have a 600 cost Jagan Echoist type with the Jagan D type bazooka, a 600 cost Jagan D type with the Jagan beam rifle, and a 600 cost Loto. And for Team B, we have a 700 cost Sinanju. We have the Geara Zulu Angelo at 600 cost with its beam shot rifle. We have two Geara Zulus at 600 cost, and then we have a 600 cost Geara Doga heavy arms type. And with no remarks made for any of the teams here, that is going to be everything we have for both sides. And looking at it, these teams both look like they would be really fun to play on. It is a unicorn-themed situation battle with some suits that at least I really don't see all too often anymore. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything else to say past that for the situation battle. Nothing about the other mobile suits that are included here. Nothing for if one side felt stronger or weaker than the other. Really just nothing else to add to the conversation there, which I do apologize for. For the Geara Zulu Angelo itself, the suit was a lot of fun to play and did feel really good. As I mentioned, this is a suit that did get adjusted recently, and I think the buffs carried over amazingly well into this situation battle because this suit felt quite strong actually, and I think there's a lot of factors that do play into that. The biggest one being that this situation battle has no raids at all, meaning that if you are in a support unit, you don't have to worry about a raid chasing you down all too much. Another thing is that the Geara Zulu Angelo here does get the beam shot rifle, which for a map like City Ruins here is a really good weapon to have because of the shotgun blast, and the charge blast itself having the focus fire not only gives you more range but also just does really good damage in itself. So all the weapons you have here are really good at dishing out damage, which is even better because the Federation team is mostly comprised of general units. There are also plenty of times where I get the finishing blow on the enemy team's Unicorn Gundam, which for their team is the highest cost unit on that side. So yeah, the Geara Zulu Angelo did feel quite strong here, but I would be curious to hear from other players who have played this situation battle more than I have what they thought of the other mobile suits involved. Were there any that were standout for either just being really good or being really fun? I would have really liked to get the Sinanju at some point, because that's one of those suits that I really don't play all too much in GBO2, and it is one that got buffed recently, so I believe it got flat booster when it reaches 50% HP or under, so it does sound like a really fun thing for the Sinanju to get there. So maybe one of these days I just need to take the Sinanju into 700 and see if I can try that out for myself at some point. I'm not sure if I want to go into rated or quick match for that. I guess it depends on when I end up trying to get that match, because with this penalty level 2, I'm probably going to be playing quite a lot of rated matches trying to get it back down, so probably going to be trying to get a lot of rated matches in, and might get some good clips from that, hoping my rating does not go too far down in the process. I really want to try and get some matches in the Geara Zulu CM. That is one of the two suits we've had released this week in GBO2, and because of this penalty I have not been able to play it yet. I really want to try it out, especially to compare it to the Geara Zulu Angelo, which is another big reason I wanted to use this clip for today's video. Both the Geara Zulu Angelo and the CM are both 600 cost support units, so I do want to try and get matches in both of them, kind of do some comparisons to see how each of them perform. And the CM just looks like a really fun suit from what I've tried with testing. I do have a testing video on that suit if you do want to see the details about it. But yeah, I'm really hoping that in the time I'm trying to get this penalty down, I'm hoping I'll be able to get some matches in it, and hopefully have a video up for it by Wednesday, because when it comes to these guaranteed banner suits, I usually like to have a video ready for the week that it releases if I do end up getting it, mainly just to see if it is a suit that maybe other players would find worth getting. Granted, I don't think a lot of players are currently going out to spend their tokens right now, with the 8th anniversary being right around the corner, so it does provide more incentive to save rather than spend. But the Geara Zulu CM is part of a guaranteed boosted supply drop, so if you just want to get the native cost version of it, you will get it guaranteed from that pool, which for GBO2 is really good to have these days. There are a lot of pools that end up just being repeat, like beam sabers or weapons, or the occasional mobile suit that may also be a repeat. So it is nice to have these banners where we can get a new suit guaranteed for 30 tokens, just the price of a normal 10 pool supply drop. But yeah, really hoping to get some matches in the Geara Zulu CM as soon as possible. Really, that's just going to depend on how this penalty goes, the process of getting it down, and hopefully having no issues or complications with that. I am hoping it will run smoothly, but with GBO2, you never truly know. So we'll just have to wait and see how well that goes, the quest to get this penalty level 2 down. But that is going to be timeout mission over. Let's see how we did with the Geara Zulu Angelo in the Retribution situation battle, and that is going to be a mission complete. Some good works in the side chat there, and yeah, did get top in individual. Going to be sending some praises to my teammates here. And look at the full scoreboard, second place with 7 kills and 1 loss. So a pretty good match there with the Geara Zulu Angelo. And that is going to be everything I have for the round there. Again, not really a whole lot to say about the situation battle itself, or really not a whole lot to say about the Geara Zulu Angelo that I haven't said in previous videos. Bit of a broken record when it comes to that suit, really. I just really love that suit, so I was very excited to see it get an adjustment. It's really fun in the situation battle, and all around just a really good support, and I'm hoping that it's going to be the same case with the Geara Zulu CM. I'm hoping that when I do get matches with that, it will also be a really fun support, something that has its own place next to the Geara Zulu Angelo. I really want to see how those two suits kind of compare next to each other, so I think when I do get around to getting matches with that, it is going to be a lot of fun to talk about that suit in a future video. I'm just hoping that it will be sooner rather than later. But it's going to be everything I have for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Retribution situation battle. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And if that's, I will see you all in the next one. Later.